Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Love Letters from Lakyn podcast. This is your host speaking, Lakyn Olmstead. Welcome to week 6 of the pod. So excited to be here. While you guys are listening to this episode, I am currently in New York City, probably somewhere on Broadway watching Wicked. I'm so excited, you guys. This trip has been a long time coming. I can't remember if I told you guys why I'm taking this trip or not. Basically, a couple years ago, when I was like 18 or 19, my parents had just discovered that I was starting to live my young lifestyle, my young adult lifestyle of going out and drinking and partying and kind of being rebellious. So they made a deal with me, okay? And this deal, it was if I don't get pregnant, arrested, or if I don't die by the time I turn 21, they will take me on a trip of my choosing. And ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to go to New York City. I feel like even though I'm from the Midwest, I'm from Missouri, I have always been a big city girl at heart. I just felt like I knew where I belonged, I always knew who I was from a young age, but we're going to New York City, and that was my choice. Obviously, those three things did not happen to me by the time I turned 21, so here we are, and we've made it, and it's literally next week. Okay, well, while you're listening, whatever. I'm batching this episode because currently it's Friday the 12th. I fly out tomorrow morning. We leave for the airport at 5, and our first flight's at 7:30. Second flight, I can't remember. We're flying. Actually, I'm not gonna give you my flight information. Not that anyone would stalk me, but please I'm gonna protect my privacy. While I'm in New York, the thing I'm most excited for, genuinely, I mean, of course, seeing all of the beautiful, scenery, the city, the parks. I can't wait to walk through Central Park. I cannot wait to go to the Met. We're going to go to the Met on, I think, Sunday. And we're definitely going to check out the Sleeping Beauty's Reawakening fashion exhibit. I'm so excited for that. I just feel like I'm scared for this trip because I just know that the outcome will end in me wanting to live there. And hey, it's attainable, but I'm already so caught up in this luxurious lifestyle and money spending lifestyle. And I'm scared for my future because I could definitely see me living in a big city where cost of living is high. And I just have to be able to support myself through that. Anyways, that's a topic for another time. New York, you guys. I'm so excited. Update, a little update. If you can't tell, I have art up on the walls. Finally, it looks so cute. I hope it looks cute on camera. I haven't really. Okay, something that I need to get in the habit of is testing and making sure that my iPad is actually recording whenever I record the pod. Because my biggest fear would be if it wasn't recording, if I literally record an entire episode with audio, but I didn't have the video version. Not that it would be the end of the world, at least I would still have some media of the episode. But I mean, just take a moment to look at my art. I love it so much. My room is coming together very nicely. If you're watching on YouTube, you are currently on my tripod, which is on top of this little cat enclosure thing. I ordered this contraption on Amazon that serves as kind of like a nightstand vibe. So it's under my TV, but inside of it, there's a little cat scratcher for Toby, and it also is a litter box enclosure. Very nifty. Super excited about that. And now it serves as a place for me to put my tripod and my iPad for filming. I think that's all for my updates this week. Besides, I just started packing for New York yesterday. I'm so bad when it comes to packing. Okay, not as bad as Alex Earl, but I do tend to wait until the day before or 2 days before. So just started packing last night. I actually have an insanely busy day today. I was so stressed because I was supposed to have work off today, but things fell through. People have a lot of busy lives. You can't blame anybody. Everyone's busy. Nobody could work today. I'm in charge, so I got to fill that spot and be the lead and take the lead. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come through for the kids and my job because I love my job. And you got to do what you got to do. But my boss did say I could take off a couple hours early if everything is chill and everyone's good. So let's hope for that because I have a busy day. Woke up this morning. It's currently 10:24. I wrote down on my schedule film at 9:30. So okay, I'm a little bit like behind schedule, but that's okay. I gave myself some extra wiggle room because I know myself and I knew I'd probably sleep 30 minutes past my alarm. But anyways, I'm so tired right now. I feel like I'm in a different dimension because of how tired I am. The other night, me and my friend Josie decided to go out and we ended up staying out until 5 a.m. Don't know why. Don't ask why. I'm not sharing that story here. It's just like, why did we do that? And like now my sleep schedule is so off. And tomorrow morning I have to be up at like 4 a.m. to get to the airport at 5. Anyways, I'm tired. We're going to be running on no sleep for a while, but it's okay because I'm going to be in a big city. Guys, if you can't tell how excited I am, I mean, you're going to hear all about it the week I come back. There will be a whole episode all about New York City life. I am so freaking excited to share. If you guys cannot tell, I am a little bit congested today. I hate it because I feel like all the days, or the days that fall on, wait, how would you say that? The days that I'm congested or my allergies are really bad always fall on the same days that I've planned to record. There we go. Good job, Lakyn. Words. So, anyways, sorry about that. I know I sound a little nasally, but you gotta stick with me here. I'm exhausted but I'm in a good mood. Hopefully you can sense the shift from last week's episode, which by the way, I got a lot of good feedback on last week's episode. It was very raw and vulnerable, and it was a very important topic I felt like I needed to address because it related so much to my life. If you haven't listened to last week's episode, you should definitely go check it out. It's all about not conforming to the lifestyle or the plan of the typical person in their early 20s. Like, I dropped out of college, yada, yada, yada. Go listen to last week's episode. I'll fill you in there. But hopefully you can sense the shift in mood from last week's episode compared to this week's episode. I'm definitely feeling lighter, feeling less depressive. Yeah. So let's get into our weekly report. I need to stop yapping about my life. So, releasing, I genuinely don't know what to put on releasing this week because not much music. I guess Clairo's album did come out today, I think. Did it? Let's check. I haven't listened to it yet, obviously. Yes, okay, it did come out today. It's called Charm. Let's just take a look at this. Okay, here's the track list. Nomad, Sexy to Someone, Second Nature, Slow Dance, Thank You, Terrapin, Juna, Add Up My Love, Echo, Glory of the Snow, and Pure 4. Okay, I'll definitely be listening. Did you all hear that? I think that's thunder. Wait, is it supposed to storm today? Rain forecasted. Interesting. Okay, well, I will have to listen to this album. I'm going to download it so I can listen to it on the plane tomorrow. And then I'll get back to you guys. I guess Zach Bryan's album came out, but that came out on July 4th. Obviously, we have Tough, Quavo, and Lana Del Rey. That came out July 3rd. I don't think I mentioned those last week. Love that song. Love my girl Lana. Sabrina Carpenter did finally announce her track list for Short and Sweet, which is super exciting. I think, let's go take a look at it so we can claim a track. There is, hello, sorry, I just have to watch like her little teaser video because there's no like official, like there's no like grid photo of the track list. Okay, Taste, Please Please Please, Good Graces, Sharpest Tool, Coincidence, Bedkim, Espresso, Dumb and Poetic, Slim Pickens, Juno, Lida Girls, and what was the last one? I missed it. Huh. You know what? I'm claiming tracks 1 through 12. I'm claiming them all. God, I love Sabrina. I'm so excited for that album. She is just iconic in everything she does. Okay. What am I saying today? Like I said, I'm like a little bit out of it. I am exhausted. So much is happening in my life, but we're working through it. Okay. Experiencing stress to the maximum amount. Oh my God, I sound so congested. Like when I say my M's, maximum. Guys, I'm so sorry if that like genuinely bothers you, but that's just how it's going to be today. I woke up this morning and I took 2 allergy pills. I took 2 Zyrtec because my doctor said I can do that when they get really bad. I don't know what's going on. Okay, experiencing stress to the max, but also added excitement for New York. It's both sides of the coin. I am so freaking excited, but I'm so stressed because, again, take a shot at how many times I've said how much I have to do today. I'm taking Toby, my cat, to my friend Grace's because she's going to watch him for me while I'm gone. And that's just like one of the many things I have to do when I get home from work today. So I'm going to miss him so much. I hope he has fun. I trust you, Grace. Please take care of my baby. Okay, watching. Guys, I have been back into Grey's Anatomy, okay? So here's the backstory to Grey's Anatomy. I was convinced by some of my friends to start watching it about a year ago. And so I started it. I made it to about season literally 3. And as soon as Denny, okay. If you have not watched Grey's Anatomy and you do not want to know the spoiler, please scroll ahead. This is your warning. Do not listen to this next minute if you don't want to hear a spoiler. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Once Denny Duquette passed away, I sobbed and I had a personal vendetta against the show for a year. Because I just loved him and Izzy together. I don't know why I was so connected to him. I just love them so much. But ever since I picked it back up, started watching it again, literally 10 episodes later, he guest stars on an episode because Meredith goes into a coma. And she basically dies and she sees him in whatever afterlife they're in. So anyways, it was good to see him again and kind of get that closure. But I just love him so much. But I really am obsessed with Grey's Anatomy right now. That is also my obsessing for this week, honestly, is Grey's Anatomy. My friend Juliana, who I actually am going to meet up with in New York. Juliana, I cannot wait to see you if you're listening to this. I'm pretty sure the day you guys are listening to this is the day I do get to see her. Yeah, I think Wednesday morning before I see Wicked, we're going to do some early morning coffee and book shopping. So I'm super excited for that. Anyways, yeah, obsessing, Grey's Anatomy, planning for my trip. Let's talk about reading. Obviously, last week I updated you guys that we are out of the book slump. But I hate to say, I feel like we're just right back into it. I can't lie because so much has been going on and I know I'm not going to be reading much in New York. I will be book buying a lot, quite a bit, just because there's so many bookstores that I do want to visit. I'm pretty sure New York City and Union Square, they have the biggest Barnes & Noble in the country or in the U.S. And they also have, in Brooklyn, there's the Ripped Bodice, which is an all-romance bookstore that I've been following on Instagram for years. And I'm just so excited to check that off my bucket list. Okay. I can hear my cat messing around upstairs and I'm scared. Anyways, reading. So I went through maybe 3-4 books of reading the first 3 chapters and I just was not hooked. I am a huge mood reader. So if I am not in the mood for a certain genre or a certain trope, I'm just not even gonna continue with that book. And it doesn't mean I won't come back to it later because I most likely will. Again, mood reader. I picked up, as you guys know, I've been reading the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. I picked up the next one, which I think is called Powerless. It's Sloane and Jasper's book. I picked that one up. I read a couple chapters. I can definitely see myself being very immersed in their story, but it just wasn't happening for me this week. So we put that one on hold. I picked up The Secret Life of Addie LaRue because I was very interested in that. I saw a TikTok about it. I've had it on my bookshelf for years. But again, was not interested. I think it's going to be more of a fall read for me, so I'm going to save that one for the fall. Then lastly, I picked up, what did I pick up? Oh, I did download Daughter of No Worlds on my Kindle. It's a fantasy. People have told me to read that series. It's a trilogy, I think. They said, okay, if you're still getting over Throne of Glass, this obviously doesn't compare, but it's a little bit of the same vibe, okay? So I tried picking that up, read the first 2 pages. I was like, girl, I'm not doing this right now. I will definitely get into this at another time, but again, it's just not what I'm in the mood for. So lastly, I picked up The 7-Year Slip, which I actually have right here on my bookshelf. This is by Ashley Poston. This book has been very popular in the recent months. It's not a full-on fantasy, it's a nonfiction with a touch of magic, you know what I mean? But this girl, her name's Clementine, she lives in New York City, and again, I think this is why I was able to pick this one up, because it's based in New York City, it's very magical and fun, it's just light, it's a standalone book. I knew I'd be able to pick this up, and I was interested because my life is revolving around New York City right now. But anyways, sorry, I just got a text from my boss. Okay. Anyways, she moves into her late aunt's apartment building, and she finds herself 7 years in the past. And that's all I'm going to tell you. It's a pretty good book so far. I'm not very far, but you should definitely pick it up. So that's my reading this week. Treating, I'm not going to lie to you guys, there hasn't been much of treating this past week because all my money is going towards New York. So, okay, enough talk about New York for now. I'm super excited. I just can't shut up about it. Let's get into today's episode. So, I asked you guys on my Instagram, my main Instagram at Lakyn Olmstead, I said, give me your dilemmas, give me your problems. I want to give you unsolicited advice. Now, I want to preface this episode by saying I am by no means a therapist. I am not a know-it-all, okay? Half the time I don't know what I'm talking about, but I have been told that I give good advice. So I thought an advice column would be super fun. And my favorite podcast channel, What We Said podcast with JC and Chelsea, they do advice columns like I think every 2 weeks or so, and I love listening to those and getting to write in and everything. So I asked you guys on my Instagram story a couple days ago to write in, tell me your problems, and let me see if I can help in any way. So let's get into this. First one, just graduated college and I have no idea what to do next. No full-time jobs interest me here. So I feel this and I relate to this, even though obviously I dropped out of college, but at this point, I think my best advice to you would be to just, get your money up. That's what I'm doing right now. Work, get your money up. Sorry guys, I know this person personally, so I'm like, I know where she works. So just my advice for you is keep working, get kind of in the rhythm with yourself. I know post-grad life can be really weird and you're not always like, it's not, and this goes back to the episode we were doing last week. It's unrealistic to think that you're going to get a job straight after college. Like, give yourself time to live and figure out, okay, what do I really want my next step to be? Even if my next step is just working at the job that I have right now, making money, maybe saving up so I can move to another city where the jobs do interest me or another area where I do see myself living long term. So what I would say to you is you don't have to know what you're doing for the rest of your life right now. Just focus on the little step before you. Keep working, keep making your money, save up. Honestly, girl, maybe move away. Because I'm trying to get out of here. You and I, we need to get out of here, okay? But again, please don't just take everything I say with a grain of salt. I don't blame you because no full-time jobs here really interest me either. Advice on how to move on from a situationship that wasn't even a situation you just liked. Babe, how I wish so badly that I could help you, but I genuinely don't even have the answer to this for myself because first of all, I feel you. I really feel for you because the amount of times I have found myself in this situation. Situationships, that's pretty much been my entire life. All my past relationships have been just failed situationships. So my advice to you would be to just start to completely detach yourself from this man. He is just a man. He is not, or woman. I don't know what the situation is. But I feel that though because I get attached so easily and I always just like gain these huge crushes on people, and then like if we stop talking or if there's like a lull in conversation for like a week, I get so sad and down about it. But you really just have to remember, like, why are you giving this person so much energy? Like, put all that energy into yourself. Every time, you think, oh, like, I wish we were still texting. I wish we were still in communication. Pour that love into yourself. Spend intentional time with yourself. So for me, my ideal like self-care night is obviously like going to get like a face mask or a book, a face mask, a book, a candle, ambiance on the TV. I have to have the ambiance on the TV, a well lit room, but not with the overhead light. I would say really spend that time with yourself. Every second, every minute that you spend missing this person, put that time back into yourself. It's like you're borrowing time. So say you spend like an hour moping. Now give yourself an hour back of self-love and doing something for you. That always helps me. Just spending time with myself, getting to know myself, diving deeper into the feelings of, okay, why do I miss this person so much? Do I really miss them or do I just miss their attention? And I think that could definitely help you. So, again, that was kind of all over the place, but I really do feel for you. Also, girl, text me. Just text me. Feeling guilty when I'm not working, school, work, etc. Babe, I feel this so hard. This is me 24/7. I cannot relax. I feel like if I'm just sitting around, I'm wasting my time. I think that what has personally helped me for this, like whenever I have a little bit of time between work, school, obviously I'm not in school, but pretty much I'm working all the time between the podcast, social media, as well as my school job, whatever. What helps me is to schedule out time. So, like, literally, whenever you're writing your schedule for the week, whenever you're doing your workouts, whenever you're attending school, whenever you're doing school work, whenever you're actually working, carve out a 30-minute to an hour period or however long you want and literally label it self-care or time with myself. Because here's the thing, investing in yourself is a job. And if you can kind of rework your mind to thinking that way, it'll become easier for you to have that unwind time because you'll be like, okay, yes, this fits into my schedule. I am allowed to do this. And again, this is just the basic answer. You need to spend time with yourself. You are allowed to unwind. You are allowed to rest. You work so hard. Everything you do is done with expertise and with care. Put that back into yourself. Take care of yourself. Be with yourself. Give yourself that time to unwind because you really do deserve it. And I know it's hard sometimes. I know we feel like as humans, we always have to be go, go, go. And like I talked about last week, we can't seem to just slow down. We're all in such a rush. Give yourself that time. Work it into your schedule. Make it a priority. And then I'm hoping that guilt will go away. Okay. Next one, being chronically single, surrounded by people in relationships. This is so me. You guys are writing in advice, and every single one I'm like, oh wow, this is really me. How am I supposed to give advice on this? No, but actually, I feel you. I'd say a majority of my friends are in serious relationships, and it is very depressing sometimes. It's very isolating. It's very lonely. It is hard seeing some of your best friends, you know, in happy, loving relationships, and you're just sitting here like, wow, when will this happen to me? But I promise you, there is a reason that you are still single, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, and I'm talking to myself too. Like, if you are in a place in your life where you are single and you don't really quite have everything figured out, you're constantly looking for love or validation in somebody else, but you're not getting it how you deserve it, stop looking for it. And I know you've heard this before. I've heard it before. I don't want to believe it, but here I am telling you. Stop looking for it. Focus on yourself because most likely, if you are in a drought like this, it is for a reason. And I have to tell myself this too. There is a reason for it. This time is for you. And the universe, God, whoever is telling you that, it is a clear sign. This is your time. Invest in yourself, and then a partner will come along and they will want to invest in you too, and they will also want to invest in a relationship. You cannot physically or mentally be with your equal, with your partner that is meant for you, if you are not fully invested in yourself and secure in yourself. And wow, okay, I really need to take my own advice. Sorry, I'm having like an existential crisis now because I need to start taking my own advice. Anyways, focus on yourself. Moral of the story. There is a reason that you have not found your person yet. It's because the universe is working on the both of you, and the universe wants you both to work on yourself. They are out there somewhere, but it's not time just yet for you guys to collide. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the inner work, and then the things will come to you. Girl, I need help being a morning person. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. Like I've said before, I'm a trained morning person. I have been at the same job for 4 years where I'm forced to work early hours. I tend to wake up around 5:30 for my job. So it really was just routine for me. I had to get used to setting that alarm every day and waking up at the same time every day. But once you can get into that routine and that rhythm of things, your body will just naturally start to reset. What's it called? Your circadian rhythm? Is that what it's called? Like your what? I actually don't know what that is. But your sleep schedule will start to change. Your body will get used to it. Think of it as like, even if you don't have early hours, if you want to start waking up at I think 7's a good time to wake up if you don't work early hours. That's typically the time I wake up on weekends. So I'd say, okay, start to set your alarm for 7. Have something that you can look forward to in the morning. If you like to work out, start doing morning workouts. Wake up at 7, do your morning workout, have breakfast, shower, read a book. When I think about morning routines, I think about being awake before the rest of the world. And like I've said before, the mornings are so innocent and so many people are still asleep and everyone's just getting their day started and everyone is just trying to make it through the day. Find something that you can look forward to when waking up in the morning, whether it's a really good breakfast or a cup of coffee or reading your book for 30 minutes in peace in the morning. Sitting outside in the morning, oh my God, that's just the most beautiful thing I think you could ever do in the mornings. I love sitting outside in the morning and I love a good breakfast. So maybe that could be kind of your goal. If you just start to say, okay, I'm going to start getting up at this time. Here's what I'm going to do to make that more exciting for me. What is a good way to handle a friendship that is no longer fulfilling you? Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one, and I've had to deal with this before too. Bottom line is, friendship, as well as any relationship, it goes two ways. And you literally cannot keep a relationship alive if both of you are not contributing to it. If you are hanging out with a friend or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a family member and you simply are leaving feeling drained from the hangout, if they are starting to take away from you more than giving to you, you either need to set a boundary with them and talk about it and say, hey, I feel like we have a lull in our friendship. You either bring it to them, and unless you've already talked about it, I don't know if you guys have already had a conversation about this, but if not, I would definitely, well, I guess it depends on the situation. I feel like with friendships, I mean, at our grown age, you should be able to, you should be able to go to them and have a conversation about it and just kind of explain your feelings, and hopefully they receive it well. But if you are feeling like maybe they will not receive it well, I personally would just start to slowly pull back. Maybe that's bad advice. I don't know. Bottom line is, if a friendship is no longer fulfilling you and it's only taking away from your happiness and your peace and it feels like a chore, I mean, cut it off. And you can either do it by telling them, honestly, I think I would have a conversation with them and say, hey, I'm feeling like things aren't the way they used to be. I'm feeling like I'm putting more effort into this friendship than you are. I love and appreciate our time we've had so much, but I think we are on different paths right now. And I think what's best is that I take a step back from our friendship. And I think that's the best thing you can do. And here's the thing. Their response will tell you everything you need to know. If they get very upset and throw a fit, then you've just confirmed it for yourself. Okay, this is not a relationship I want to continue. If they take it well, farewell. Goodbye. That's great. So, I don't know, girl. I hope that helped. I really hope that helped you. I've been there. I need help being more confident when I walk into rooms. So, with this one, girl, okay, let me just hype you up. you genuinely have to just think you are the shit. Like, when you walk into a room, you think, oh my God, yeah, like I'm the shit. Like, everyone is looking at me. Everyone thinks I'm beautiful. Everyone thinks I'm so funny. I have a great aura. I light up a room when I walk into it. I am so energetic and I'm so alive, and life flows from my fingertips, and I am love and I am light. Like, just walk into the room like you own it. Because here's the thing, if you're walking into a room and you're already thinking in your head, like, oh my God, like, I don't like the way I look, or I feel weird today, or I just, what if nobody likes me? No, you have to literally fake it till you make it. Like, that's the thing. Okay, 50% of my confidence is just faking it. It's all bullshit. You genuinely just have to be like, I'm the shit, and walk into the room. That's literally the only thing I can tell you. I think the only effective advice I have, because confidence, it's hard. I get it. It's really hard. It's hard to just think like, oh yeah, I can do this. Because trust me, as a girl who struggles with anxiety, I don't have confidence a lot of the time, but you genuinely have to fake it and just be like, yeah, I got this. And you will start to believe it. And yeah, it gets easier. You just gotta, I mean, look inward. Look towards yourself, figure out the root of your insecurities. And once you have all that figured out, it gets easier. What would you say are some staples to getting the Hailey Bieber look? I don't know. Do I have the Hailey Bieber look? I don't know. Wait, what makes you think I could answer this question? I'd say a slick back bun, a bob. I would say road lip treatment, but I don't even own that because they have like tree nuts in them and it gives me major allergic reactions. Um, I don't know, girl. Honestly, like a white t-shirt is a good basic, a pair of baggy jeans. That's honestly I love Hailey Bieber, but it's pretty basic. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I listen, I'm a basic girl. I'm a basic bitch. So, yeah. A nice sneaker, maybe some Adidas Gazelles. I don't know, slap a bow on something. Definitely Hailey Bieber has that glowy, no makeup. She has the slick back. She has a nice chunky hoop or chunky earring, the white t-shirt, the baggy jeans, a sneaker. That's what I think of when I think Hailey Bieber. I do love her. She is so beautiful. Oh, and the nails, the shiny nails, the glazed nails. I have some right now. Should I reach out to my ex? Absolutely the fuck not. Do not come on here asking me about your exes. Or actually do, please. I want to know the tea. But I know who personally submitted this. Girl, do not reach out to your ex or I'm coming over. I'm coming over. Basically, my family keeps asking for money for me for bills and basically guilt tripping me into giving them money, and I don't know how to stop it and put up a boundary. Oh my God. That's legit. Okay. So I've never dealt with something like this, but here's my advice to you. That is your hard-earned money, girl. You do not owe them anything. And I don't know your family situation. I don't know your living situation, but it seems to me like you maybe don't really talk to them that much anymore. I don't know. I'm a little confused by this. Basically, my family keeps asking for money from me for bills. Do you live with your parents? Do you live with your family? I need more. Please DM me. I need more background information. I'm so confused. Okay. That's your hard-earned money. I get really wanting to help out your family, especially because they raised you. But that is your money. You're on your own now. You are old enough to support yourself. They are grown people. I get that things happen. Like, I don't want to undermine any family situations like this or people who can't afford to pay their bills. Like, I don't want to undermine that, but that is your money and you choose what you do with it. But the guilt tripping, that's you have to stand up for yourself. And you should definitely DM me with more information because I feel like there's more to the story that I would need to know to give adequate advice to this. But I want to help you stand up for yourself because now I'm invested in this. You really just need to be like, "Hey, I want to help you, but there's got to be some other way that you can attain this or achieve this because this is my hard-earned money that I need to support myself. You need this money for yourself, girl. You need this money to support yourself in your own living. You can't be supporting a whole other family that, you know. But I'm so sorry. That's really tough. You definitely need to give me more information on this. Only if you feel comfortable. But I want to help you stand up for yourself and set a boundary because I hate this for you. Ugh. Okay, last question of the day is I'm feeling behind. Okay. Or dilemma. I don't know why I said question. Feeling behind. So I talked about this on last week's pod episode, but of course I deal with feeling behind all the time. But I just want to let you know that we are all on our own separate path. Our paths are all completely different, and there is not a certain yellow brick road that we all have to follow. Nothing is exactly the same. I think the feeling behind thing comes from a place of comparing yourself to others because I do that, and I don't want to assume that's part of your situation, but I always look to other people and think, oh, they're so ahead of me. Like they have accomplished so much and I've accomplished nothing. But truly, like, we don't know anything about anyone else's path, only what they choose to show us. And we are all on our own separate path. It's designed specifically for us. It's impossible to be behind. We are on the exact step that we need to be. And yes, there are some things we can do to kind of push ourselves along a little bit more. But truly, like I said last week, I believe that everything happens for a reason, and I believe that we are all in the right place at the exactly right time. And yeah, you are on your own path. You are exactly where you need to be, and maybe you just need to hear those words. So, well, thank you guys so much for writing in. I really liked this. Let me know if you guys want me to do this again or to do any other style of submission episodes. I love this because it's so interactive. Oh my God, wait, I missed a question. Guys, I missed a question and I'm going to do it. I have to do it. I can't get over my ex-best friend who did me dirty. Best friend breakups are so hard. And like I can attest to this because I have lost a friend who did me dirty too, and it is so hard to find closure and peace with that. But let me just I feel like I don't have enough background for this, but girl, if she did you dirty, hi Toby, my cat just came in the room. Hi, can you come answer the last question for us? Toby, what should she do if she can't get over her ex best friend? Okay. So yeah. No, anyways, best friend breakups are hard. Just know that if she really loved and cared about you, if she really was your best friend, she probably wouldn't have done you dirty. But I feel like I need more information on that. Definitely DM me for the details if you feel comfortable telling me. Okay, but anyways, I love doing these interactive type things, so let me know if you guys want more of that. This was so fun. I definitely want to do it again. I need to go and just like do everything in my busy day, but I'm so excited to be in New York. I'm so excited for this coming week. I know I'm already there while you guys are listening to this, but I just can't wait, and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. So thank you so much for listening. Make sure you follow me on YouTube at Love Letters from Lakyn, on Instagram at Love Letters from Lakyn and Lakyn Olmstead, and my TikTok at Lakyn Olmstead or Love Letters from Lakyn. And wow, next time I see you guys, I will be back from the Big Apple, and I will have so much to tell you. So thank you for listening. I will talk to you next time, and this has been a Love Letter from Lakyn. Bye.